Hello, happy Wednesday. It is a crazy day for everyone, I'm sure. Welcome to my Wednesday Stamping with the Wexford Stamper. I've got another great Christmas idea this evening. I started my series last week on creating for Christmas, and I'm just sharing the one we did last week. Now, what we did is this one here, and it was a snowflake box because we had the snowflake brownies. Okay, but I went back to the store and I could not find any snowflake brownies, just that one time. So what I did find is Little Debbie, this end, Christmas tree brownies. These were much more abundant in the stores, and they look like that, and they fit in the box. So I went with the same size, and you can find that on my blog and download a PDF. I used the same paper, but I used the real red gingham paper for this one, and I used some die cuts from the pine cone dies, and they are in the annual catalog, but any pine cones and greenery you might have, you could use. So I had to kind of go with the same size, but go with a different brownie. I'm making these for my my event here at the house. I'm having an open house on December 3rd on Saturday, and I wanted to make a bunch of these, and since there weren't any of the snowflake brownies, we had to improvise and go with a different packaging for the Christmas tree brownies, but I think they came out pretty cute as well. So, and remember, there is a PDF on the blog already for the snowflake brownie box, and that will work for the Christmas tree brownies as well. All right, so tonight's project, I don't have the blog post ready yet, so that will probably go up on Saturday or Sunday. Been busy here. I've got my one daughter home from grad school, and we are getting ready to have a nice family celebration. So that will come soon, I promise. All right, tonight's project is the Cookie and Cocoa treat box. This is a real nice, inexpensive gift you can make for coworkers or friends, or this would be a great classroom gift. And what I have in here is a gingerbread cookie, a Little Debbie, and then these Land O'Lake cocoa packs. You can find both of these at any grocery store. Okay, here is the box for the gingerbread soft cookies. That's what I used. And then these Land O'Lakes, you can find those in any of the grocery stores. We use Weis, but I think you can find them just about anywhere. And this cost a little over $1. And then to get, well, how many come in the box? 8 of these cookies is about $2. So this is a real nice, inexpensive, but thoughtful gift you can make for anyone you know. And very, very easy, because you know I like easy during the Christmas time. And let's talk a little bit about some of the products that we're going to be using this evening. Of course, I just can't stop using this, but this is the Gingham Garden paper. This came with 48 sheets of all different colors. I used it all through Halloween. Now I'm using it for Christmas, and it will go well right into the spring. So grab yourself a pack of this if you haven't already. I'm also going to be using this cute little stamp set. I used this last week as well. If you have in your stash don't have a lot of really great Christmas sentiments, this is a great one to buy. It's got a lot of inside and outside sentiments, and it's called Brightest Glow. So that we're going to be using tonight as well. We're going to be using the combo pack of ribbon. It's Garden Green and Real Red combo pack. Comes together like that. And then last thing we're going to use is the amazing festive pearls. Used these last week. I used the mint macaron ones, which I actually think are maybe balmy blue, but they worked with my box anyway. And tonight we're going to be using some of the gold ones, but these are great. Gold, silver, red, and green or bluish. They're just great. Really great to have. And the die I used is something that's in the annual catalog called the Pine Cone dies. Okay, I'm going to cut the pine cone background die in garden green, and then I'm just going to pick off or cut off some of these sprigs there to use for my treat box. And then of course I'm going to be using the smaller of the sizes of the pine cones there. Layered pine cones. My back piece is going to be crumb cake and my front is going to be early espresso. All right, so let's take a look at our project here one more time. All right, okay. Hi, Renee. I didn't say hello to everyone. I just got right on here. Hi, Cheryl and Joanne and Deb. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I know how busy you guys are and I appreciate you taking time to watch. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with a piece of crumb cake. I love to bring crumb cake in on all of my Christmas project. It gives it a little bit of a country look. So I'm going to use the crumb cake today. And this is cut at 5 3/4 by 8 1/2. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and get my scoring board. Uh-oh, hold on. I think my scoring board's out here. Is my scoring board out here? I'm coming. Okay, so sorry. I was doing some kit prep in front of the television and I left my scoring board there. Phew, I made it. All right, let's get back to the size again. It is 3 3/4 by 8 1/2. All right, and this is an easy make because it doesn't even have a lid. So we're just worrying about folding it around and folding up the bottom. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to score first at 3/4. Then we're going to score again at 4. Then 4 3/4 and 8. Okay, so those are our dimensions. Now I won't have this on my blog until probably the weekend. So let me say them again that you might be able to understand them. 3/4, 4, 4 3/4, 8. Okay, then we're going to turn it on the short side, and that is going to just be 3/4. That's it, because we're kind of making a box with just, it's kind of like a pocket on top. No lid or flap at this time. Okay, let's go ahead and fold up our box. Hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful start to their, oops, I doubled up here. Okay, here we go. A wonderful start to their Thanksgiving and don't have to be traveling anywhere. I'm glad we are getting to stay put today with all I've heard on the news. So we just got back from a great trip to Clemson, and it was a little chilly for Clemson, but I'm sure it wasn't as cold as it was up here. All right, I folded up all of my score lines, and now I'm going to bring out my template here. Okay, and it looks just like this. Not a lot of cutting to do. This is a quickie. All right, so I'm going to grab my scissors, and on the side with the 1/2 inch panel, it's the smallest panel here, I'm going to cut off that little bottom square, and then I'm just going to give it a little bit of a wedge so it fits together nicely, and then just wedge the top. This piece here, this is the 1/2 inch That's going to be, we're going to put our adhesive on there, and then we're going to fold that in behind the other side, the panel on the other side. All right, now we're going to go ahead and cut in on all of our score lines on the bottom, just creating the little tabs that we love. And that's just going to fold up right on the bottom to make the bottom to our box. Now, let me go ahead and grab my pieces here. There they are. Okay. Looking for my green. Look at how pretty this is. These are all the green pieces for the front and the back of the box. Let's see what else I have here. Oh, there we go. Just trying to find them all. All right. Sorry, I'm a little discombobulated today. All right, there we go. So we're going to have 2 of those, and they're going to go on the front and the back of my box. I always like to put them on my box before I put my box together, because then I can really make sure I can give them firm touch when I'm trying to put my boxes together. Renee, did you get your new glue yet? How many of you have tried this new glue? It is great, except when you leave the pin out of it while you're working and it gets a little clogged. But I know I hadn't mentioned it to Renee. I'm hoping that she was able to use it and likes it a lot, because I certainly do. Your glue lasts a lot longer than it used to. All right, there goes my first panel right there. And here goes my second panel right here. There we go. Pretty. I love it. Oh my goodness, you have been using it. Good. I'm glad you like it. I know, it's amazing. You'll have to thank Mary Harshel for that. Now, I put the glue on the 1/2 inch panel, and then I just brought over the opposite side panel, which is going to be the side of the box, and just press down very firmly to make my box. See how quick that comes together? Then we're just going to go ahead and put our bottom together like that. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm going to, let's put down, now let's see. I want to do this before I close it up. And I probably should have done it before I glued it, but I think, oh good, I can still fit it in. This is something you probably want to do before you glue it together. But thankfully, it's nice to me tonight, and it's going to let me do it. Okay, you just slide. This is my 2-inch circle punch. This is my favoriteest punch, and I'm going to go up about maybe 1/3 of the way with the circle, and then I'm just going to punch, and that gives it a little bit of interest in the front. Rather than being straight across, they can kind of peek inside the box before they even pull their items out. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the bottom of my box and turn that over. I'm going to grab my bone folder just to make sure that is down there nice and firmly, and that's it. That's how quick and easy it is to make that box. Okay, now let's go ahead and grab. Here is one of the Land O'Lakes Cocos. I just got the regular chocolate. They also have it in mint, but I didn't think that would go as well with a gingerbread cookie. You could find a different kind of cookie that could fit in there. I'm sure it would work. And I'm going to go ahead and slide that inside so they can actually see what's in there already. Okay, now let's grab the ribbon This again is from the combo. You have the choice of garden green or real red. You could use either one actually with this project. They would both look fabulous. All right, I'm gonna leave it on the roll to try to conserve my ribbon and bring it around. And I'm gonna tie a bow on kind of on the left-hand side. So let's go ahead and move the knot over to the left-hand side here. And then see if I can do this on live TV. You know how nervous I get. All right. So there we go. There is a bow, and that one came out pretty good, I'll have to say. That looks pretty darn good. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure it's moved over to the side there. Maybe make the loops a little smaller, getting a little crazy. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and cut off my ends. Oops. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to cut them. I always like to cut it on an angle. Looks a little fancier. I don't know. That's just me. Okay. So you want to make it so that your bow is kind of to the left-hand side of your box. Okay. And you can do that by tying it and then just sliding it over. You don't have to worry about trying to tie it on this side. You can always just slide it over. All right, so now we're just gonna go ahead and do our little embellishing. And what I did here is I cut out a Whisper White. Hi, Joanne, hello. Basic white circle of cardstock, 2 inches. And then I had the coordinating scallop, and I used the gold glimmer paper for that. Isn't that pretty? All right, now before we glue that on, let's go ahead and do our stamping. And this is a real quick one. I'm gonna take the word joy, and again, that's from that set that I showed you at the beginning. Here, I have it right here with me. Brightest Glow. Look at all those great sentiments. This is such a great one. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to stamp the word joy just kind of to the center right of my circle. Okay, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'll take it. All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and glue my circle onto my glimmer paper. And I just love that little extra sparkle around the edge, making it very festive. All right, thank you, Joanne. And now here are my little pieces of greenery that I cut from that die, the pine cone die. And then here are the 2 pieces to make the little pine cone. The larger piece, or kind of the background piece, is the crumb cake. And then the piece that goes over top is early espresso. Now this comes in handy, this little nozzle here on the top. And just give a little bit of glue around. Don't need to put a lot on there. Then it just kind of goes right over top of the crumb cake outline. And there you have it. Isn't that cool how it gives it much more dimension? Okay, now here we go. First thing we're gonna do is take the larger of the 2 greens, put a little bit on the back, and I'm going to put it so it kind of curls over towards the top like that. And then I'm going to take my other piece of greenery and I'm going to put that kind of right here like that. Now that's really up to you how you want to do that. Okay, I put it kind of curving over there. Then I'm going to take my little pine cone, and he's going to go right beside the word like that. Okay, that's how quick and easy you can make an adorable embellishment. Look how cute that came out. All right, before I'm putting it on, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of the festive pearls. That's what it is. I love these. These are so perfect for the Christmas holidays. And I can't get it out of the bag. Oh, here, it's stuck up here. There we go. Okay, now let me get my pick tool And I'm going to go with some gold ones here like I did on the sample. Love these cute little gold. And let's see, put one right underneath the little, and I like to go with 3s as best I can. This is kind of tiny, but I'll do my best here. Let's see, I'll put it right there. You could almost go ahead and dot the eye with 1 too. That would look really cute too. So that is my little tag that's going to go on the front. All right, the last step is just placing that on your box. The best way to do it is to have it kind of straddle your ribbon. So what I do is I put one of the dimensionals above the ribbon and one of the dimensionals below the ribbon. Then you don't have to try to figure out where they go and to try to put it on the back of your little tag. So then I just remove those. I pick this up and I just put it right down on top of those dimensionals. And there you have it. Isn't that super easy and fun? I love this. So fun. Would make a great treat for anybody practically. Who doesn't love cookies and cocoa, right? So I will have some of these available at my open house in December, but I hope you can take some time and make some as well. I always get excited when I get to make gifts for all my stamping friends when they come. Hi, Rhonda. Hello. And Deb Wallace. Boy, we've got the gangs all here. So that is my project for this evening. Remember, give me a couple of extra days to get all the information up on my blog. I'll have that by Saturday or Sunday, I'm sure, and I will be back next Wednesday with another great treat box. So everyone, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I am very thankful for you, Renee, as well, all my stamping friends. I really, really enjoy what I do, and I'm thankful that you enjoy it as well. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye now.